All right, what is up going? I was literally overthinking the intro. That's how that happened. What's up, everyone? How's it going? So I'm really bored right now, and I was gonna backtest on my own, and I was like, well, what's the point in doing that if I could just do it live? So I decided to go live just spontaneously just now, and so yeah, I'm gonna be just looking at price action for the week, observing everything, like all the minor details, and not even necessarily like looking for anything in specific, more just like scanning through the charts, observing what happens, observing how price moves, that kind of thing. And so yeah, this should be pretty chill, nothing crazy, and the market did actually just open, so yeah, good chance no one joins this, and that's totally fine. But this is just, you know, for my own practice to get better. But what's very, very fascinating is this was clearly accumulation. I probably talked about this in my video, but I literally can't remember. I just mark out what I realize. Accumulation, manipulation. Curious if that was SMT. I'm almost certain it was. So we need to be on the lookout for this when it happens throughout the trading week, because this is going to, when you have SMT with an obvious low of an accumulation range like this is going to tell you which way we're going to distribute. And then you can take your trades all along the way throughout here. I mean, in hindsight, it's so obvious. We just got to be able to see this in real time. But in hindsight, it is really obvious. You get S&T with this low. When was this? This was on Wednesday. So yeah, accumulation, manipulation, and I believe this went below midnight. I mean, it's just so cool how perfect this can be sometimes. And we sweep out Asia too. So that's another thing, is like we sweep out a session low. So cool. Session low swept. And then we get S&T with this low. I'm actually trying to figure out see here. What else do I want to look at? I want to see, so there was SMT with this low. Oh, midnight. I was going to check midnight. I mean, the market is literally perfect. Look at how we have midnight here, and the manipulation goes below midnight. I know I talked about this in my market recap, but it's like, dang, that is so cool. So there we go. Manipulate below midnight. And then I mean, check this out, right? We get a break of this high. So a break with displacement. And then this is that first fair value gap. So yeah, sweep, break. It's pretty cool. And then we expand. So and then I'm going to have this actually marked out as distribution. And then we have so yeah, that's the first observation of the day. I mean, this occurs 15:40, 15:30 on a Wednesday. So Wednesday. Yeah, I don't even think I marked this out. That's pretty cool. 15:30. Or no, 15:45. 2022. 15-minute. It's cool because the 2022 models will, they'll work on 15-minute too. I mean, typically you're normally looking for them on the 1 minute, but I wonder if there was a 1-minute version of this, right? I've been watching the 2022 mentorship lately because I've watched core content up to the 10th, 10th month, and I had never actually watched the 2022 mentorship. And so I was just thinking, over time I should probably watch that at some point. And yeah, now I have. Okay, 2022 actually makes more sense to me now, though. It's like, okay, we manipulate session low. Here's that clear break with displacement. I mean, the RR you can get on a 2022 is actually pretty good. And then we go run these buy side, these equal highs. If you know what you're doing. I feel like the hard part about the 2022 model is you have to know what you're doing. And I feel like 99% of the time when you're introduced to the 2022 model, you really don't know what you're doing. And that's probably the hardest part about the 2022 model, because like you have to know when is the market ready to run liquidity versus when is it not. Like here we have that S&T. Manipulation below midnight. And then we have this BPR here. So there's that. Look at how the market respects this. It remembers this imbalance in price here. So sick. And then we come down into this 2022 fair value gap. Hey, what up, Marlon? How's it going? I've been watching the 2022 mentorship a lot lately, so I'm just kind of back testing whatever I feel like right now, and right now I'm feeling like just looking at whatever I observe in price action, and right now that's taking a look at 2022. But look at this, dude. Look at how the market respects this imbalance. We get this break, 2022 fair value gap, and then we expand to these equal highs. It's pretty cool. So like, yeah, you could even go break even, like in here somewhere. I don't know, probably. But yeah, I'm just kind of bored right now. I mean, it's so fascinating. Like, it's really just a matter of time. I trade inverse for value gaps. I trade flow state. So like market maker models. But you know, 2022 model fascinates me as well, and I might start incorporating it into my trading because I've been watching the 2022 mentorship. I'm almost done with it. Yeah, that's fire. $14.59 on Wednesday. It's like, it's crazy. These trades can happen at any time. This happened on 14.59. That's sick, bro. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, if you're trading liquidity concepts, you know, you're trading liquidity, you're trading stop losses. So whatever it is, it doesn't matter. It's the conceptualization of where the stop loss is on the chart. And so if it's working for you, bro, all to you, bro. That's awesome. I trade liquidity as well. I just conceptualize liquidity, and I take an inverse or value gap, or I'll take a flow state, or I'm starting to consider implementing 2022 trades, but still getting better at them. 15 o'clock, 2022, 1 minute. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I definitely, you should come join the Discord and, you know, show off your trades, because it's just like, I'm trying to build a chill environment of people who, you know, want to learn from each other. So definitely check that out if you're interested. And we're all just trying to get better there. So similar thing happened on the 5 minute, I think. If I go scroll back to the 5 minute, right? Same thing. We sweep out this low, and then we get a very nice energetic displacement. We get, what's it called? I can't speak. We get nice energetic displacement above this high here. So this 2022 gap is placed well in discount. Yeah, dude, that's awesome. You should definitely join. We're all just working together, trying to get better. Dude, 100K funded. You got big opportunity with that. Nice work, man. Lock in and you'll be making bank soon. So yeah, here's that 2022 gap again on the 5 minute. We tap OTE. So fascinating, man. Oh man, and that I've never noticed that before, but we tap the not even the first standard deviation, but the half of the first standard deviation. Okay. Just every day I notice something new. It's like break structure. And even though this is a wick and breaks this high, I would still consider this break structure because it's about the displacement. It's about the displacement, not the literal, like, it's conceptualizing is there displacement or not. So I like that. And then I would just probably target this for a value gap here. Yeah, the 2022 model, once you can really understand it, it's not bad. But, sometimes for me it's a little hard. But I like this. You probably can stop here. Wow, you can get some good RR on 2022s, to be honest. It's a Mavin, but hopefully I try out for $1 million funded challenge by Alpha Trading. That's crazy. $1 million? That would be so cool. That would be actually so cool. So yeah, this was at 15:30. Man, there's some good PM trades here. 30, 20, 22, 5 minute. And every single time I record one of these, it's like a rep. It's a rep. It's literally like I'm building muscle. Like every single time I log a trade, that's a mental rep. It's pretty cool. And the thing about the 2022 model that I think I never really understood before is the 2022 model is only going to work when the market is actually ready to go around liquidity. And I think that's something that a lot of people don't understand. They'll just try and enter for value gaps without even conceptualizing where the liquidity pool is. I think that's a big, hard part about trading that way. But that's the same way with trading anyway, to be honest. But you got to make 150K for phase 1 and 100K for phase 2. Oh my gosh. That's tough. That is tough. So we have a 15-minute for value gap. I'm curious. Let's see if there's a flow state off of this. Actually, this is like a BPR because we have overlapping bullish and bearish for value gaps. Change in state. We only run, looks like we only run to the first standard deviation here. If I had to guess. Yeah. Still valid though. Right, 15-minute BPR. You see what I'm seeing? 15-minute BPR. Sweep. And then here's the change state delivery. Dude, that's so hype. I think you can, dude. I think you can. You got this. Lock in. And look at how we deliver from here, this change state delivery, down to that first standard deviation. That's very cool. Yeah, you're good. Take as much time as you want. I'm just chilling. Yeah, that's fire. So yeah, 15-minute BPR, 1-minute change state delivery. You can put your stop loss. I probably put the stop loss at the end of the body here. Now I wonder if I measured out standard deviations from the body, where does that put me? Puts me here. Fire. It's actually crazy because if I'm tired, I can't see trades anywhere. It just looks like a jumbled mess. But if I'm like focused, like right now, I feel like kind of in the zone, then I can kind of start to see the trades. But it's only because like I don't know, like I'm not tired. What is that? Wednesday? Oh no. Yeah, this is Wednesday the 25th. So 1834. Wow, this was in Asia. And this was a 15-minute, 1 minute. This was a flow state retest. I wonder if there's SMT. I don't really care. Let's find something that's not in Asia. So this was on Thursday. Yeah, let's take a look at what happened on Thursday. It's a very valuable day to look at, actually. Did we end up getting S&T with this high? So that's interesting. We never really got S&T there. Anyway, we do get a liquidity sweep break of this low with displacement. So yeah, none of these lows get broken with displacement. This is probably better taken on the 5-minute. The key with the 2022 model is you need to have displacement. So we have this 5-minute gap. Wonder if we got like 30-second CSD off of it. Maybe with SMT that'd be pretty cool. Honestly, I don't see SMT. The sweep of the high here. Nice little sweep. Once again, it looks like accumulation. Looks like accumulation. This is the key, is always making sure it makes sense in terms of accumulation, manipulation, distribution. Accumulation, manipulation. here we get this change state delivery, not super obvious. This one, I like this one. This one's obvious, right? This is like, okay, market's officially, this is officially like, for real, this is the change state delivery. So I would say enter like that. Wow, look at that. We backtest OT. Oh, that's so cool. So yeah, once we get this, 5 minute for buy gap, accumulation, even mark it out like this. See, this is why I like waiting for the obvious change state delivery. So 30 seconds CSD. Man, it's crazy how many times we'll backtest OTE before we get these models. It's like, it happens so much. Accumulation, manipulation, distribution. Okay. I'm curious what the best way to measure this is. Just experiment. Measuring the green candle gives somewhat precise. If you just measure the green candle. Oh, we should look at the 1 minute for the manipulation, because that's going to be... Yeah, look at that 1 minute green candle. Projects this and this. Oh, and that's a 2 minute green candle. Like I said, though, it's kind of irrelevant. Like, just do what's most obvious to you to measure out manipulation, I would say. So like that. For me, it'd be from this swing low to this swing high. So I'd go like that. Okay. And once again, we backtest OTE before. I'm gonna just have that marked out every single time, because honestly, it's just how the market moves. It backtests the OTE of the manipulation leg. It always does it. Nice. Boom. Screenshotting this. What day was this? 9:34 on Thursday. Yeah, I don't even have this one marked out. 9:34. Flow state. Retest. 5 minute. 30-second. Okay, I'm gonna use the bathroom. All right. It's just so cool. So very similarly, after this happens, we drop down into this 1 hour for value gap and discount. I wonder if this was a 2 hour for value gap. It was. Was it a 4 hour? It was. Okay. Whoa. That's clean. Can't even lie. That is super, super clean price action. 4 hour for value gap. Wow. And then 15-minute change state delivery. Wow, guys. The market is so cool. I wonder, how is it best to measure our standard deviations? Well, that one clearly works out decent. What if you measured it just with the red candle? Yo, that's way more precise. Whoa, what did I just discover? Wait, why is that so much more precise? I mean, clearly that is more precise. I don't even know why that works, but that does. What the heck? That's so interesting. I mean, that's way more precise, they'll say that. Maybe because this is the candle that takes liquidity. Why does that candle work better? So interesting. This is the kind of stuff that like I just discover, and then you know what? Since it works better, I'm gonna start doing it. Right, measuring out from the body to the wick of the opposing colored candle, not the entire manipulation move. For some reason, gives more accurate standard deviations. Don't ask me why, but I just discovered it, so I'm gonna use it. Right? It's interesting, for sure. Wow, that's nuts. So yeah, stop loss like at the end of this then. So we have accumulation, manipulation, man, look how short manipulation lasts. And then distribution with inducement. Wonder if that was session high or low. London low. Interesting. Because we also have S&T with this low. So cool. When was this? 11:30 on my birthday. $11:30 flow state retest, 4 hour, 15-minute. Dang, bro. It's just so crazy, dude. I wonder if there was like a 2022 model in here. Wow, imagine you just get so good at trading that you're able to catch these inducements with like a tiny stop loss, because I don't think that's that impossible, because you already know this is a turtle soup because it's at that 15-minute change state delivery, and then you get to the point where you can take trades like this. That would be crazy. I really don't think it's that impossible, to be honest, because you have that 15-minute change day delivery. I'm noticing the best turtle soups will happen when it's a higher time frame change day delivery that we hit. We sweep out an old low into a change day delivery. Like this one. Like this. So here's the higher time frame. Higher time frame changes the market. You're pairing it with these old lows right here. So when the market dumps down, you buy at the change state delivery, soup it, and then you trade the entire model all the way up to that fourth standard deviation. I mean, that's crazy. See how perfect that is? Boom, there you go. Fourth standard deviation. Turtle soup right there. That's a prime example of soup, turtle soup. Because this white line is that 15-minute change state delivery. And you see how it's a key level that exists right below these old lows. So this is inducement, turtle soup right here. That's so fascinating. So anyway, yeah. When you have a change state, higher time frame change state delivery, it's like that's when it's really good for souping. Oh, I was gonna check and see if there was like a fair value gap. Yeah, see, there was a break of this high. I think I have this marked out already. But sweep, break of that high. See, all of a sudden, 2022 models starting to click. Sweep, break of this high at 10 a.m. or 9:55. Thursday. I don't think I marked it down. Where's 2022 model? I don't even see it. Yeah, it's not here. Let's just record it. We sweep out the lows here and see if these were any significant lows. London. We sweep out London. And let's see if we manipulate below midnight. We do. Yeah, there you go. So we have midnight. Midnight. And then, yeah, we sweep out London. Dip below midnight. Get a break of structure above this high. So we also sweep out these lows too. Let's mark that out. We get a break of structure right here. And then we have this for value gap. Let's check where it is. Is it near equilibrium? Anyway, it is a fair value gap, right? So 2022 gap right here. And I'm curious again, let's try this out, where if we measure out, instead of measuring out this whole leg down, if we just measure out from the body to the wick of the red candle, I'm curious if the standard deviations are more accurate. Guys, this is if this is more accurate, this is insane. Yo, that's so crazy, dude. Oh my gosh. What did I just discover? Like, okay, that works too. Both of them work. Goes to show you can measure it out however you want. But look at the standard deviations mark every single high either way. That's just absurd. Doesn't matter how you measure it. It's like they still measure out all the highs. Wow. Let's just say that you measured it out like that. Like, is measuring it out like this any good at all? Kind of, but I guess it really doesn't matter how you measure it out. Just measure it out however you want. What if you measured it out with just the red body here? Not bad, especially this third standard deviation that got that high pretty well. How about like this? Wow, that one might be the most precise one of all of them. I guess it doesn't matter how you measure it out. Literally just measure it out however you want. Because look at this. This was all accurate. So was this. It's like, I think you just do whatever you want to measure out standard deviations. Like, all of them work. It's pretty cool. I think with a big Furvai gap like this, you enter at the Furvai gap, stop below the Furvai gap. And then second standard deviation. Right there, boom. Hit. And I think there was SMT too. Yeah. There was SMT with this low. Wow, that's crazy. That's so sick. What is this? 10:05. 10:05. 2022. 5 minute. That's cool. Save. X'd out. Like, it's just absurd. There's constantly opportunity all the time. It's like, it's literally perfect. It's a perfect machine. It's so crazy. And then we dip down into another 4-hour Furvai gap. In discount. So we rebalance the discount here in this 4-hour Furvai gap or equilibrium, whatever you want to call it. Four-hour Furvai gap in discount. Man, the thing about this is we don't have a 15-minute change state delivery, but whatever. There's not any 1-hour gap. And I already talked about the 15-minute one. market is very cool. I think the main thing at this point for me is getting enough sleep, because that's when I trade badly, is when I don't get enough sleep. I mean, serious. Like that's the realest thing right now, if I'm being honest. So very big new week opening gap here. Look at how we respect it. I wonder what time frame is, because you could probably use 2 hour gaps for flow state. I just don't know what time frame you would use. Maybe the 15, or no, maybe the 5 minute as well. Honestly, yeah. Probably just the 5 minute. Let's see how this measures out here. Dude. Bang. 2 hour for value gap. Oh, and OG tap. Oh my gosh. I think you want to pair the 2 hour with the 5 minute. That's what I would do. Yeah, could you imagine one day when we're going to be able to catch trades like this? It's going to be so sick. Dude, this is crazy. how is the market this perfect, but I still sometimes just suck at trading? 16:10 Wednesday, June 25th. Alright. I'm kind of getting tired again. I mean, we just got to be able to mark these all models out in real time. That's all it is. Nothing is obvious to me in here. Okay, I think I might end the stream. Yeah, I'm gonna end the stream. I'll see you guys later. Nice market maker buy model.